Yo, what's going on, guys? It is the Big K, and today we're gonna do a Horde character review of Sarah Connor. Let's get into it. Sarah Connor's role is gonna be a tank, which is kind of a little weird. I feel she definitely puts out a lot of damage as well, because usually like in games, like if you take World of Warcraft, you know, when you have a tank in WoW, they take a lot of damage, but they don't output a lot of damage. But in Sarah Connor's case, she puts out a lot of damage, and she could take some hits too. Able to take hits and keep going. Sarah controls the fight, best paired with a shotgun for maximum effect. Her ultimate keeps enemies at a distance. She can play a lone wolf or set up her team for success. Her ultimate ability is going to be Heavy Hitter. All hits with ballistic weapons will knock back and stun enemies. You'll see it in action on the screen right now. Passive ability. Damage you take slowly recharges your ultimate. The weapons that you will start with as Sarah Connor is going to be a Gnasher. You're going to start with flashbangs, but you do have the ability to buy frag grenades directly from the fabricator. Your secondary is going to be a Boltok, which is absolutely amazing. Boltok shreds face in Horde mode, and it's very fun to use. If you're very into precision type headshotting enemies, it is very fun. And of course you have the old trusty Lancer with the nice chainsaw on the gun. So like I said before, with this loadout right here, you're going to be throwing out some damage the entire round of Horde. And it feels good. But yeah, guys, before we go and look at the skill cards that Sarah Connor has, I want to pop a picture on the screen. Bam! So besides skill cards and weapons, Sarah Connor also has perks that could be purchased while you're playing in-game at the end of a round. And just so you know what they are, we're going to go over them really quick. So you have the ability to increase your max health. You have the ability to increase movement speed, shotgun damage, and the amount of percent that your passive ability recharges your ultimate ability. So let's take a quick look at skill cards now. And obviously, once you hit level 9, you're going to be able to have 5 skill cards for Sarah Connor. So of course, you're going to have an epic score boost. Pretty sure every character has that. Next up is going to be stopping power. So a percent of increased stopping power. Once again, I have no clue what that means, because it's not worded extremely well. In the picture we have a Gnasher and we have that weird shotgun that I forget what the name is. But I'm not sure really what that means or what that does. So yeah, that sucks, man. Like, is it only shotguns because it's only shotguns in the picture? Does it count with your Boltok or your Lancer? What exactly does stopping power do? I have no clue. So that's pretty much that. Next up is grenade capacity, which is absolutely a must for Sarah Connor. So increases grenade capacity increased by 5. Now keep in mind, your normal capacity is 2. So you can now have 7 grenades on you at all times. Sounds pretty dope, and it is extremely amazing. Next up, we have modified frag. Depending on what level this card is, it's going to increase damage and blast radius by a certain percentage, which is great. More damage and more blast radius. The only thing is, the blast radius will probably get you a few times before you get used to it. There's many times where I'm just chucking grenades at enemies that are maybe like 10 feet away from me, and I'm being downed by my own grenades because the blast radius is a lot bigger than it normally is. That does mean it's going to do more damage to enemies, which is great in Horde mode. One thing I didn't say, but is extremely necessary to say, is that it only costs 500 power to buy frag grenades at the fabricator. And if you are empty on frag grenades, you will receive 7 frag grenades if your grenade capacity skill card is fully upgraded. And that is an amazing number. 7 frags, very nice number. It gets fun. So next up is heavy preparations, 55% ammo capacity. Now this is only for heavy weapons. We're going to skip this score boost and we're going to go straight to tough skin. So again, depending on the level of your skill card, a percentage of melee damage is going to be resisted. So for me, I have minus 28% melee damage. I don't use the card because I don't think it really honestly does anything. once you hit wave 30, I believe it is, where the enemies do double damage, you're still going to get one-shot meleeed. So I used it a little bit, and then like when I was still getting one-shot meleeed, I was like, yeah, this isn't that fun. So I think it's kind of useless, but maybe for them earlier waves, it might be better. You know, I mean, if a sire still melees you, he's going to take you and rip your face off. So, you know, tough skin, not the best perk in the world. And then we have follow-up. Heavy hitter recharges by 5 seconds on successive shotgun hits. And of course, I don't have this card, so I don't really know if it's good or not. I just don't have enough time to really play and get all these fancy legendary rarity cards, man. So yeah, man, it's been the Sarah Connor review. If I had to rate Sarah Connor in Horde mode as a character that you're playing, I would give her like a 4.5 out of 5, to be honest. The weapons you get are absolutely amazing. The Boltok is great. The Lancer is great. The Gnasher is amazing. You're able to have frag grenades. It's only 500 power from the Fabricator. Your ultimate is actually pretty cool. You know, like say if there's like a Scion boom shot in front of you, you know, if you pop your heavy hitter ultimate, you could basically shoot that guy and it will knock back and stun him, basically making him unable to use his boom shot, which is super awesome. The only thing that kind of sucks about Sarah Connor is because she's not in the actual game. She is not a main Horde character. There's 9 characters, but only 6 of them are main Horde characters. Her skill cards are kind of lacking. There's not a big, huge selection as far as skill cards go. That's the only downfall I would say about Sarah Connor. But, you know, the skill cards she does have, they are pretty amazing. Very fun character to play. There's going to be some gameplay in the background, but that's it for the commentary. It's been the Big K. Peace out.
Fire in the hole! Frag out! Fire in the hole! Hey! Frag out! That's it!
Oh, look what I found! Bastion!
Bastion sighted!
Nice work!
I need ammo! Go down!
Plenty more where that came from!
Have a pleasant day.
Scion spotted! Oh, you're boring!
Keep it up!
Oh, look at that! You're open! Come on, are you even trying?
Terminated!